Make sure you watch this entire video, absolutely free game breakdown. November 4th. Let's rock and roll. UMass versus UConn. Listen, we're not always getting gem games here. Sometimes we're getting shat teams, and it is what it is, and we got to do what we got to do. So that's what we're going to be breaking down tonight. I just haven't been loving the board lately, so we laid off yesterday, like I said. Shout outs. We are 2-1 on the week. 4-1 if you played that teaser straight as well, because Central Michigan won. The game went over. The teaser was the move that we gave out. But if you took those two plays and you played them straight, you're making money sideways and forward too. Shout outs to Brett Boberg. Shout outs to Irvin Collin. Shout outs to Carl Evans. Shout out to Greg Myers. Shout out to Tyson Fairley. Shout out to Zoni Norcal. Shout out to John Anderson. Shout out to D Nice. And last but not least, shout out to a longtime member of the comment crew, our boy Vance Sosa. Let's dig right into this game with no further ado. We are crushing things right now, 18-10 in our last 28 moves, 20-10 if you include the straight plays. We got a 7 p.m. game. This game's starting in a couple hours. This is a notification gang game, and that's how it's been, and it is what it is. We don't get the views. We don't get as many comments. We don't get as much traction on YouTube, but we want to make sure we're delivering you fucking winners, so we don't always give a shit about our YouTube algorithm stats. We care about winning for you guys. That's what's most important for us. So the Minutemen come into this game with a 38-35 record against the UConn Huskies, and they beat them 27-13 last year. But this year they're sitting at 1-7 with 5 straight losses, including losing 23-13 last week to New Mexico State. Their QB Brady Olson's okay, not very good. They don't get it done on third down very good. Defensively, they were not able to. They were able to record 3 sacks. No interceptions, just not good stuff. UMass is having a horrible year on both sides of the ball. Their stats really aren't worthy of me running through defensively and offensively. I'm going to keep it short, simple, and sweet. They are fucking garbage. UConn, on the other hand, they just finished October out beating Boston College 13-3. They were able to force 5 turnovers, including 3 picks. So that's good stuff. That's stuff I like to talk about. They're averaging 300 yards of offense per game, 178 rushing. So they can score. They can run. The problem is they're a little low on scoring, 17.6 points per game. They need to get that number up. Now, it does worry me that they're allowing 26 points per game and they're putting up 17. They're a 14, 15-point favorite. Listen, odds makers are not stupid, guys. The public, just based on the numbers that UConn has put up and just based on this spread, public's going to look at this and say, shoot, UConn's barely scoring 14 points. How are they going to beat another team by 14 points, right? But you got to get in the heads of these odds makers. So a big part of the reason, and I am going with UConn, by the way, I'll leave that alone. But, a big part of the reason why UConn is at this spread is because it's a little tricky. Now, they're 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games, and they've covered their last 5 in a row. Now, also, in their last 27 road games, UMass, they're 7-20. They're terrible on the road. UConn's good at home. UConn has a very high rushing rate, and that's all really good stuff. Very plain and simple, like I said. Odds makers are playing a little psychology game here. This line opened up at 14. It's now at 15. And the odds makers are hoping that people look at this game and say, shoot, UConn barely can score 14 points a game. They're averaging 17. They're not going to beat a team by 14. But the thing is, they are. By the point from 15 down to 14, UConn minus 14. Lock it and clock it. And guys, if you want more than that, subscribe to the page. Hit the notification gang button. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. And guys, if you can follow in this YouTube page for the last month, for the last 2 months, and you can hit some games heavy, you could hit some games hard, 100, 200, 500 a popper, try us out for our paid plays, and you will not regret it. And if you're a smaller player, if you are a smaller player who can't bet 100 a game, you can only bet 10 game, 20 a game, we have a Telegram for you with a ton of plays, with a ton of good quality stuff. And we're soon going to be transferring over to Dub Club, which I don't want to get into that until that all gets set up. But right now, we're releasing on Telegram for smaller players, very small price. You will like it. If you're a bigger player, try us out in our private plays, one-on-one consulting, bankroll management. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, or actually probably later today, for more college football.